Hello friends, welcome to Nand Kishore classes. Today's lecture is going to be very interesting. Today we are going to study what are quadratic sequences. First of all, quadratic polynomial you must have heard about. Quadratic means when you have a polynomial like this, an square plus bn plus c. This is the quadratic polynomial. Now when you put value of n as 1, 2, 3, see this a, b and c are the constants. This is the general term I have taken. Otherwise it can be like this 3n square plus 5n plus 8 or anything. When you put n is equal to 1, something will come, some answer would be there. That will become the first term of the sequence. When you will put n as 2, the final output which you will get, that becomes the second term of the sequence. So ultimately what my aim is to tell that this sequence whichever is written today we are going to cover, its nth term or general form is like this. It is quadratic sequence. But now how would you identify that a given sequence is quadratic? That is the main challenge, because not only quadratic, arithmetic sequences are also there, geometric sequences are also there. Then we should know what is the identification. So check it very carefully. I am going to start from the first one. First series which we have is 2, 4, 8, 14, 22. So first of all we are going to learn identification of quadratic sequence. See, from 2 to 4 I am adding 2 to it. Going from 4 to 8 I am adding 4, then I am adding 6, 8, right? This is the first difference I have found between the consecutive terms. Then find the second difference. Between 2 to 4 differences of 2, 4 to 6 differences of 2, 6 to 8 differences of 2. In fact plus 2, right? I am adding 2. If second difference is same, 2, 4, 6, 8 was the first difference, 2, 2, 2, this is the second difference. If second difference is same, that means given sequence is the quadratic sequence. So that means this 2, 4, 8, 14, 22 is definitely a quadratic sequence. That means its general form, nth form will be of an square. It will be of which form? This form. An square, an will be equal to an square plus bn plus c. This is the actual form of the quadratic sequence. Now how to find the value of a, value of b, value of c? This is the challenge and we are going to cover it. Let us try to understand. Firstly, we have found that okay, this is a quadratic sequence. Now what we need to do, you need to remember the second difference. What was the second difference we found in the first one? Second difference was 2, right? Second difference was 2. Do remember the step. What you need to do? You need to take half of that. Value of a will be selected by doing half of the second difference. Second difference was 2, do half of it, and this is going to be 1. Do remember the rules very carefully. First value a is coming as 1 because it is the half of the second difference. So an square I told you will be the my first term, an square. So value of a is coming as 1. I am writing here. Okay, my a is 1 now. That means if my general form was an square plus bn plus c, value of a I have found, it is 1. It becomes 1n square, so no need to write 1, it is only n square. But yes, what should I do with bn plus c? That's a still challenge. First term will be n square, that is for sure. Now how to find bn plus c? Do remember the steps, I am going to cover them. Check it out. What we will do, after finding the value of A, I am going to write my given sequence again. 2, 4, 8, 14, 22. I have written it again. What is my first term I have found? N square. Okay. I am writing n square. If I put n as 1, it will be 1 square, right? 1 square means 1 only. So write 1 below the first term. If I put n as 2, 2 square is 4. Okay. Write 4 here. If I put n as 3, I will get 9. N as 4, I will get 16. N as 5, I will get 25. See, what we need to do, firstly we need to write our own sequence which is given, then write all the values of n square. After that, subtract all the values. What we need to do, just subtract all the values. Like 2 minus 1 will be 1, 4 minus 4 is 0, 8 minus 9 is minus 1, 4 minus 16 is minus 2, 22 minus 25 is minus 3. Check these values carefully. These values are forming arithmetic sequence, which is the simpler one. See, from 1 to 0, I am subtracting 1. 0 to minus 1, I am subtracting 1. So difference is of minus 1 here. We are subtracting minus 1 moving here. Just check it out. Going from 1 to 0, I will have to subtract 1. Going from 0 to minus 1, again minus 1. When these differences are same, this type of sequence is known as arithmetic sequence. Linear sequence. Quadratic part I have already found. My next expectations are to find Bn plus C, which is the linear form. And linear form is always given by arithmetic sequence. Now how to write? It's a challenge, but it is very easy. I'm telling you a shortcut way. You are subtracting minus 1. We are doing minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 all the time, right? So your linear sequence will be starting with minus 1n. This minus 1 will be accompanied with n, minus 1n. That point is different, that 1 is not required to write, but I am writing it as of now for your easy understanding. Now, this is minus 1. What should I add or what should I do so that starting from minus 1 I reach at 1? I would say minus 1 is there. If you add 2 to minus 1, you will get 1, right?
Let me repeat. I am having minus 1n. For my first term, when you put n as 1, what will it become? It becomes only minus 1. So, but minus 1 plus 2 if I will do, then I get the first term 1. That is why I am taking minus n plus 2 as my linear form. And let me just erase this 1. It is not required. I am just keeping minus. So finally, quadratic sequence, this quadratic polynomial, or we can say the quadratic sequence general form, nth form is becoming here. Let me write the polynomial n square minus n plus 2. N square minus n plus 2 will give me all the terms. Now you can try out. You can put n as 1 here, you will get 2. If you will put n as 2 here, 2 square is 4, 4 minus 2 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. See, second term is coming. Check the third one, put n is equal to 3. 3 square is 9. 9 minus 3 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. See, next term is coming. It needs practice. I have spent a lot of time now in explaining. But second question still I am going to cover so that you all are clear with the concepts. Because doing only one question is never sufficient. Let me do one more question for you. And then we'll see if you are able to understand or not. But I request you to please write in the comment box if you are enjoying the topic or not. Because this topic is very important. And also tell me how many of you have already heard about this topic. Because there can be many people who have not even heard about this sequence. But yet, this is very important from any competitive point of view. Because usually question comes like find 100th term of this sequence, find 200th term of the sequence. It is possible only when you find an. That's why we are finding nth term today. Let's move to the second one. 4, 8, 16, 28. Let us see whether it forms quadratic sequence or not. 4 to 8. I'm adding 4. 8 to 16, I'm adding 8. 16 to 28, I'm adding 12. Now please, this is the first difference we have found. Check the second difference. 4 to 8, I need to add 4. 8 to 12, I need to add 4. That's great. Second difference is same. This is quadratic sequence. Now second difference is 4. That means value of A will be half of 4. Do remember, value of A will be half of the second difference. Half of 4 means 4 over 2. So this is for sure that value of A is coming as 2. Coefficient of n square is 2. So by first, if I need to write an, 2n square will be the first term, that is for sure. Right? Let us see what we need to do further. As told earlier, I will write my sequence again. 4, 8, 16, 28. I'm writing the given sequence. Now my first term is 2n square. Do remember, now you will write 2n square at this place. Put n as 1. 2 times 1 square will give you 2. Put n as 2. 2 square is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Put n as 3. 3 square is 9. 9 multiplied 2, 18. N as 4. 4 square is 16. 16 multiplied 2, 32. And after that we need to do subtraction. Minus that. 4 minus 2 is 2. 8 minus 8 is 0. 16 minus 18 is minus 2. 28 minus 32 is minus 4. This is an arithmetic sequence. Linear form will be given by this last sequence now. Going from 2 to 0, I am subtracting 2. Minus 2. Again minus 2. Again minus 2. When first difference is same, it is arithmetic sequence at that time. Now how to write nth term of this arithmetic sequence? Minus 2, which is written here, you just need to write minus 2n first of all. Now consider minus 2n as minus 2 only, because n1 means first term. So it is only minus 2. Now what should I do? I am having minus 2, but I want to reach up to 2. That means I need to add 4 to it. Now if you put n as 1, minus 2 plus 4 will give me 2. First term you will get. When you would put n as 2, minus 4 plus 4, 0. You are getting second term 0. If you put n as 3, minus 6 plus 4, you are getting minus 2 also. It is satisfying here. This minus 2n plus 4 should come here. Minus 2n plus 4. This is the nth term of second geometric sequence. I hope you are clear with the concept. Thank you so much for watching the video.